See, I know you weren't ready for this. Today is World Naked Gardening Day. So guess what? And in honor of that, since I can't really be on camera naked, we're going to have a IKEA greenhouse cabinet tour and update. So this way, I don't even have to be on the camera. So sit back, relax, and let's get into these cabinets. So you know I had to really double check. and since the cabinets are glass and there's a reflection, so you can only see my head because of the window that's behind me. If you're really looking that hard, you can see me waving. But that's all you're gonna see. That's all you're gonna get. But this is the Millsbow Wide. My Millsbow Wide. There are a few plants that are not in here from the last time I took you on a tour, and there are a few new plants. So let's get to meet everybody. Let's see what we have here. So right here is the Philodendron Brandianum that Joey gave me. So it's not going to come in focus for us. We have a new leaf coming through right there. This one got a little stuck in transit, so it's a little deformed, but that's all right. You see the new one coming right there. And then this is the second section. This is the newest leaf on that section. There's nothing new coming out that I am aware of. And it's not going to let me see where you at. No, nothing really new yet, but give it time. The roots are growing like crazy in there, so I will most likely get it potted up soon. We'll probably do that in the bonsai mix that I have a couple of other plants in. All right, so here is the Prince of Orange. She's just doing well. That big leaf there is the newest, and then we have a new one that's coming right here. So this is the most recent that's unfurled, and this is the leaf that was before that. So they come out pretty orange, reddish orange, and then turn green like the rest of the leaves. And here we have my Scindaptus picta, who's doing very well in here. She likes it in here. I'm kind of torn if I want to leave her in here or send her back upstairs. I kind of want this cabinet to be all anthuriums, but there might be room for a Scindapsus or two, you know. Have a couple of new leaves coming, one there, one back there. Oh no, could you see that? There it is. There's the one leaf. Yeah, those are the only two new leaves coming out. And then you've met Pastazanum a couple of weeks ago. She's doing very well. Let's move Prince of Orange out of the way. She's rooting up nicely. This is a new root right here. New root right there. And there's not too much room to move her. I don't know if you can, well, you get to see this part at least. That is a new leaf, new growth coming. And I don't know, can I get, yeah. This is the underside of that new growth, and then there's a new root, and it looks like there's a bump on the bottom there with another new root, and then right down in there is another root I was monitoring it, and it's now grown deep into the substrate, so I can't find the root anymore. I like the substrate that I can move it out of the way and see the roots, but I don't want to dig all the way down there, so we'll just leave it alone. But yeah, that's the new growth on Pastazanum and the other side of that new growth. So I would imagine as it grows, it's going to come around to this side, and it'll move on down, ease on down the road. That's what it'll do. You know what I'm talking about. All of those Wiz fans out there, the Wiz. Let's see who we have up here. My Melanochrysum, this is the newest leaf that just finished unfurling. I watered her this morning, and I put the bonsai mix that I'm going to eventually pot her up in. I put that in the bottom so the roots can get accustomed to that bonsai mix. For those that don't know, there's some lava in there, there's wood chips, there's some pumice in there, but she's doing very well, and you probably can't see it on camera. I can see it with my naked eye, but there is a new growth starting right there. I don't know if that'll come in focus or not. Probably not. But she's doing well. She's happy, and that's the original. That's the first leaf, and then the second leaf that was started when I got it, and it didn't get big, but that's okay. It's cute. I like it. And then that's the newest leaf. Oh, don't hurt yourself. Or don't hurt. I don't want to hurt you. As I'm beating her up, putting her back. All right. Okay, and then you remember the Camposportuanum that I got a couple of weeks ago. It was just a leaf, no roots, nothing, just the leaf and the stem. And then now you can see what the roots are doing. Can I get it in focus? Let's get you in focus, love. There we go. You can see what the roots are doing. And then come around here, and there is new growth. So that's a new leaf. That should unfurl in a couple of weeks, I would imagine. So she's doing good in the water. Probably in a couple of weeks or so, I'll transplant her into the bonsai mix as well. And then down here we have our Monstera siltepecana that is loving life in the bonsai mix. I do think I need to water a little more with the bonsai mix. I mean, the siltepecana hasn't been doing real bad with it, but she's looked better. So I think I need to water more with the bonsai mix. I was still doing once a week, so I might have to do twice a week. And here is my Forgetii, Anthurium Forgetii, that is also in the bonsai mix in a self-watering pot. Still trying to figure out what I want to do with this leaf. This is the newest leaf. I think I want to cut all this off and just leave that top part. But this is the newest leaf. I'm not seeing any new growth yet, but that's all right. She's still getting acclimated to her new surroundings, so I can't be mad at her. And then this big girl, these Philodendron Subhastadam. This is the one with the red leaves on the underside of the leaves. This is the newest. Oh my, you can't even see it. This is the newest leaf. You can see little speckles of red coming in. But look at there. That is a new leaf growing. Now this newest leaf just unfurled, I think last week. I can't even keep up with her. And already a new one is coming out. So I'm thinking about that she's gonna do like one leaf every other week, which I'm here for. I don't have a problem with that. The only problem that I have with that is I'm gonna have to move her out of this cabinet because she's gonna get too big for the cabinet. I just ordered a shelf off of Amazon to put up in my plant room. That'll probably do with have just philodendron on the shelf, since some of the philodendron that I have and will be getting are either quite big or will get quite big. So we're just going to leave them on the shelf upstairs. And then here is my Anthurium crystallinum. Just gorgeous. I'm looking at it in the picture, and you can't see the crystal markings, but they're there. They're there. And I had cut the newest leaf off. It was looking a little haggard. So we'll see what happens. Again, there's no new growth. There is root growth. This is also in the bonsai mix in a self-watering pot as well. So we will we'll see what happens there. But let's move on next door. And to the Orchid Cabinet. And I forgot to mention, I was a little disappointed. This is my second take at this video. I had a video all completed yesterday and for Foliage Friday and was ready to go. And I unfortunately deleted sections out of my iCloud before everything was completely downloaded to the video, so I had to scrap the video. And I was very upset because in that video I showed you, I had an unboxing, I showed you, or I was going to show you, two plants that were gifted to me from my friend Mike. Mike I've known probably for about 15 years. He lives out in California. We met through an online parrot group that him and I belong to called Parrotland. And he has connections to Andy's Orchids out in California. And I've purchased some orchids from Andy's. Actually, this is one of them. You can see there, I've shown you before, the Leptodes bicolor, which I don't know why this growth is shooting up. It should be going down, but we'll see what happens. It'll be very interesting when if it blooms. We'll see what happens. But I got that from Andy's and got a couple of other from Andy's that I don't have anymore. But Mike contacted me last weekend. He's asking me what kind of growing conditions that I have because he wanted to send me a couple of orchids. So I was like, I told him, I have the cabinet here and how I grow in the cabinet. So he sent me a couple of orchids. This is one of them, as it's dripping water, because I just watered it this morning. This is Laelia pumila. I knew nothing about this plant until yesterday. It gives off a very cute flower, which I will definitely have to show you at the end of the video. We'll put a picture of the flower at the end of the video so you know what it looks like, because it's a really cute, like pinkish purplish flower. I'm in love. I'm in love. I can't wait for it to bloom and grow. I don't know if it stays compact like this. If it does, that'd be really cute, because it's really cute. I like it. I mean, even if it doesn't, it'll still be cute. I'll still like it, but I like it cute and compact. So while we're up here, this is my Zygo, well, it's a hybrid of my Zygo Patellums, Dove of Peace. This will have white flowers. She's really showing off. You can see these two growths right here off of that one pseudobulb. So typically they only put off one. off of a pseudobulb, but she's given us 2. And then back over here, there's a third. So this plant is giving 3 pseudobulbs, 3 new growths. So I'm hoping that when it comes time to bloom, that all 3 will bloom for me. This is a new plant, a Cincnode's Wine Delight Gem. This is a flower, or this is a plant that has been on my wish list back when I was collecting orchids before. Never had it. Decided I should get it. The flowers are a very deep red, and they're just amazing. I can't wait till that one blooms. And then the I don't know if you can see it because this stuff is in the way. The marginata, the Trichophilia marginata, is growing. It's doing well. There's a growth down in there. I don't know if it's a new growth or not. I don't remember if I saw it in there when I got the plant, so I'm keeping an eye on it to see what we have going on. And then this is one of the Laelia purpuratas, and that is this is the new growth, and that is a sheath within the new growth. So we are fingers crossed that she will bloom for us. And then up here is a Coelogene usitana. This is another one that I used to have. It only bloomed for me once, not this one, the old one. I'm excited about this. The flowers are white with a very red lip. They're really pretty. And if you can see that little spot right there, that's a new growth. And I'm actually, the one thing that I'm glad about with refilming this video is yesterday I couldn't get that spot. So, yeah, I couldn't see that in the video. I couldn't make it right because I was doing it the other way because I was kind of in the picture because it wasn't naked gardening day. So you can see that there. And the Howletta tigrina, there are a couple of growths. There's that growth right there. And then there's a couple others that you probably can't see because they're still kind of new and they're like down. Actually, I can see one right there. That little spot under my in front of my finger. That's a new growth. So excited about that. And then this is the other Laelia purpurata, the variation Atropurpurea. And can we get in there? I don't know if you can make it out, but that's a new growth there. So fingers crossed that that will bloom. And then this is a mini Phalaenopsis that was gifted to me from Chrissy. She had rehabbed it and gave it to me. So it's living life in the greenhouse cabinet. And down here we have our Oncidium hastalabium, and the growth, the newest growth there is actually all the way up here now. So it was barely there when I got the plant a few weeks ago, so it's doing a whole lot of growth right now. And this is the Zygo Patellum that I got from Equigenera, with new growth there and new growth right there. And then the Andontonia Amethyst Gem Lavender Lou with the new growth there. And again, this was, when I first got the plant, the growth wasn't visible, but after about a week or two, I noticed it there, and then now it's growing quite nicely. And one of my other Zygopatellums with growth here, and I don't know where the other one is. There's a second growth in there, I promise. It's hard to find, but it's there. So that has 2 new growths. I'm loving this pseudobulb. Looks like a double pseudobulb. I've never seen one do that before. I don't know if you can make that out, where it looks like one on top of the other. So yeah, but this is the other plant that Michael got for me. This is a Dendrobium, how do we want to say this? Antenatum, Dendrobium Antenatum. Can we get that? Probably not. There we go. Dendrobium Antenatum. And that's one of the cool things about Andy's orchids. They mount a lot of their plants on wood, and I really love that about them. So I've never had this plant. Again, I'll take pictures or get pictures and post them after the video so you can see what the flower is going to look like. And then that's my Cochleanthes discolor. That I think has some growth in there. I'm not 100% sure. It looks like it's growing. The roots are growing. The roots growing out of the top there, just growing up. So I'm down for that. I'm here for that. So that is the Orchid Cabinet with my IKEA greenhouse cabinet, and everybody's just doing their thing. But I do have something else to show you, so sit tight, and then I'll be right back. And here we are in cabinet number 3 that most of you did not know about. Some of you did. This is a Rudsta wide, and I'm sorry, the orchids are in a Millsbow wide. The other, or Millsbow tall, I'm sorry. The orchids are in a Millsbow tall. The other plants are in a Millsbow wide. This is a Rudsta wide. It also comes in a tall that is half the width, but I think it's a little taller. But I'm loving this cabinet. This cabinet was easier to build than both of the Millsbows. The back of the cabinet is metal, so I have some magnets up there from Rooted in Black. And then these shelves, they're spice racks, metal or magnetic spice racks that you would typically see on the side of a refrigerator or something like that, or somewhere in the kitchen. But a lot of planty people use them to hold plants in this cabinet, which I love. So we have our Friedeck, Alocasia Friedeck, that is giving off a new leaf, as you can see there. And then our Peperomia Lemon Lime. I had it in my window right here in my room. This cabinet's in my bedroom, by the way. And I had this in my window, and it was kind of leaning towards the window to get the light. It was happy, but not as happy as it is in here. So she's very happy in this cabinet. And then over here is a Hoya that Joey gave me. I don't remember the name. Joey, if you remember the name, please comment what the name is. This is a Hoya Hindu rope that I think these 2 leaves are new leaves. So she's pretty happy and growing nicely. This is another Hoya, my Crimson Queen, who is doing equally as happy, doing equally as well in here. I'm loving the variegation on these leaves. It's so cool. And then there's some new leaves coming up there. And you remember this drama queen. This is my Kisses discolor that was down to probably about 5 leaves. I think that's one of the originals, and this one here. I was ready to give up on her. I thought we were going to have to part ways, and then she started showing me a little bit of life, and now she's just completely and utterly showing off and just being ridiculous about it. She's being absolutely ridiculous about it. I mean, this is a new growth right here, and then we have growth coming out of that growth already. So she's just loving life, and I'm loving her for it. I may propagate this new growth back into the plant so that I have more coming, you know, growing out of the plant, out of the pot rather, to fill it out a little bit. But yeah, I'm very happy with her. She's doing really well and just showing off and being cute and all kinds of craziness. And this is my Calathea Orbifolia. Another thing that I'm happy about, I couldn't remember what this was called, and when I filmed this video the first time, I couldn't remember. I'm like, I know it's a Calathea, but I can't remember what it is. But those of you that know Calathea know that I am extremely excited about this leaf, which is the newest leaf, that does not have any dried edges. I know we have some down here, and that's fine. But this one, that's the newest leaf, does not have any dried edges, and I am in love with it. And you can't see it, but I could feel it. There's new growth coming up, so hopefully in a couple of weeks you'll get to see that. And this is one of my other Calatheas, the Roseopicta, with, there we go, 3 new leaves, and then another new growth coming down here. There's new growth back there that's just unfurling, so she's pretty happy on here. This one does have a couple of dried edges. She's a bit of a drama queen, but we'll get over that. And then my Stromanthe tricolor, she's happy with new growth coming. My Maranta, lemon lime Maranta, this is the newest leaf from this section, and then there's a new leaf coming on that section. The 2 sections, I guess, are alternating, because I noticed that when this leaf was finished growing, that's when this one started. So they alternate, which I think is pretty cool. I'm going to enjoy watching that. And then my Rattlesnake Calathea, that is, I love this one. For those that don't know Calatheas, they're also known as prayer plants, because the leaves fold up and look like they're praying. They fold up at night, and this one really folds up. I'll try to get a picture of it and post it maybe tomorrow or something like that. Tonight, when I get a picture tonight and post it tomorrow. But it closes up like it's praying. And then my other Calathea vittata, which again, dried edges. This one, that was a problem child, that leaf, but she's pretty. I like her. But this is my Rudsta Wide, and I really like this cabinet. Yeah, I can't wait to get some more in there. I don't know if I want to put another shelf up top or do something. Since it's magnetic, I could even hang something from the top. I did see, I saw somebody have a disco ball hanging from the top of one of these. It kind of gives you this, because of the black back, the metal black wall, it kind of gives you the feel of a club. So I think I want to get a disco ball to hang from the back, and then maybe get some kind of plant that I can hang from the top as well. But that is my IKEA greenhouse cabinet tour. Thank you so much for joining. And sorry you can't see my face, but it's National Naked Gardening Day, and yeah, I think I would get kicked off of YouTube if I showed you my face. So we're here just looking at the cabinets and all of their beauty. And I forgot to mention in the beginning, I'm sure you noticed, I have changed my name, or not me personally, but the name of my channel. It is now Rooted with Love and Glitter. Since the channel is going to have, or does have, videos with plants and videos with drag queens, the name kind of covers them both, because, you know, the plants are rooted, obviously, they better be. And with the glitter, if you've been to a drag show, you know that you're going to get covered in some glitter. If you're not covered in glitter, you're not at the right drag show. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But I do want to thank you again for joining us, and I think tomorrow I'm going to a planting event in Philly, so I might take some pictures and shoot a little video, so you might get a bonus video this week from my adventures tomorrow. I'm going with my friend Joey that you've heard me talk about a lot. So we're going to go do some plant stuff in Philly. But thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe so you're up to date. You're notified when I post new videos, and like this video, please. And if you have any questions, put them down in the comments. If there's something that you want to see, put that in the comment, and I'll try to show you. But thank you again, and we will talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.